Alright, so welcome back. In this video, we are going to be solving one of the easiest problems in LeetCode actually. Yeah, so this is a long series of solving multiple LeetCode problems. This is one of the very first. We've also solved some on our channel, like the bubble sort and the likes. We solved some on our channel. You can check out some of those ones too. But this one is we're going to be solving another LeetCode problem into this video. So let's get started. So this is essentially the problem. The problem says given a non-empty array of integer norms, every element appears twice except for one. Find that single one. If you solve LeetCode very well, you should have encountered this problem before, and you probably know that it was a table stake. It was table stakes, so it was very easy. So I'll repeat the question again. Given a non-empty array of integer norms, every element appears twice except for one. Find that single one. And then LeetCode now give us an example. It gave us this example. It said 2, 2, 3, 3, then 1. The number, okay, if you look at this array now, this number 2 appears twice, number 3 also appears twice, but there is a single number that does not appear twice, which is this number 1. So the idea is that we are going to map out an algorithm that is able to determine that this is number 1, that is able to determine the number that does not appear multiple times, which is 1. So the idea is, okay, we've gotten what we want to do. This is an example. So the number that's not repeated is 1. So we want to write an algorithm that will help us to print out this one. First things first, you declare your variables and the like. So let me just quickly do that one. Let me just quickly do that one real quick. Okay, so now let me declare some of my variables now. The first is going to be okay. I think I should have a variable of arrays. First things first, int. I'll be using, yes, for this LeetCode problem, I'll be using the C# programming language. Yeah, I'll be using C# programming language. So yeah, so you might be using something similar. You might be using something like Java, but you should be able to. The idea is just to make the algorithm. All you just have to do is to be changing the console.write line to console.read line. I'm sorry, to system.out.println for Java and the likes. But I'm using the C#. I'm using the C# programming language here. So first things first, I create an integer array. Okay, and let me name this. I think I should name this array. Yeah. Then I have number. Okay, let's map out. Let's use the example LeetCode gave us 2, 2, 3, 3, and then 1. So I want to write an algorithm that will be able to print out this one. So then I want to have a variable called result so that I can be able to store my result in it. So I will call that one int result. And let me just equate it to 0. It's always good to always initialize your variables at every point in time so as to avoid problems along the line. So definitely you know that we are searching through the array, so definitely for loop should come to your head, or for each loop. But we are going to be using for loop now. So the for loop is going to take this structure. So for int I equals 0, I is less than array.length. There is a .length property in C#. If you are using something like Java, I think if for JavaScript also you are using .length, but I think for something like Python you are using, I think .count or another. I'm not sure. So I plus plus, and then I open my curly brackets. This is a curly bracket. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I open my curly brackets. This is curly bracket. So then the next is going to be this. Now I want to now determine which number does not appear 2 times. That is the idea. So all I just have to do is that, okay, for each element in the array, then I now this is how we now solve the problem now. Then result will be equals to result caret array into I. Yes, let me bring that down a bit. Results, because results caret array into bracket I. Let me quickly explain what this is basically doing. What this is doing is that it is helping us to search through this array. I think this caret is called XOR based integer. It is used to search through an array. So it is searching through this array, and then it is now able to map out, okay, which element of the array does not appears only once. Which element in the array appears only once. This code can also be updated further in the sense that you have triple twos and you have triple threes, and you have double ones. It will still be able to determine one, because why? Triple twos and triple three, the amount of times twos appeared equals to the amount of times threes appears. Hence 1 is the one that appears the least, so it will print out 1. So we've gotten this results. Then the next should be return results. Yeah, return results. And then finally, that is it. So this is yes, this is the entirety of the algorithm. This is how to solve this LeetCode problem. This is how to solve. Let's quickly go over the solution again. Let's quickly go over the problem again and then the solution. We are given a non-empty array of integer norms. Every element appears twice except for one. Find that single one. Every element in the array appears twice, but except for one. He said except one element except one element that appears once but does not appear 2 times. We are now expected to find that element. So this is it now. Then I created my array of integers. Array. This is how you create arrays in C#. Please, if you're using something like C++, your square brackets won't be here. Your square brackets will be here. You should know that for C++, the square brackets is around here to make sure the array gets created. So its result equals 0. I instantiated a variable. Yes, I instantiated a variable so that I can be able to sum my. All of this is just integers. I'm playing around with integers. I am not changing the entire data type I'm using is integer, because why? Our question specifically said integer norms. Our question did not say double norms. Our question did not say floating norms. It specifically said integer norms. Hence, we are going to be using integers. And then I now did my for loop. Now the for loop int I is equal to 0, I is less than array.length. You know the dot length property counts 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the dot length property is going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So and I said the last, you know how for loops works. I shouldn't even be breaking this down. So I is equal to 0. I started my count from 0. Then I increment. I'm incrementing. Then result is equal to results caret array. This is where the entire code lies. This is where the entire algorithm lies. This is basically where you can choose to update your code and add more things in it, like adding a function that prints out norms. A function that prints out norms, or you can wrap all of this into a function called single number. I think we did that when we did the previous video. We wrapped all of this into a function. But what I just want to pass through is that this is essentially where the algorithm works. This line of code. This is where the algorithm gets executed, in the sense that this line will help us to determine whether the amount of times. This line will help us to determine which number in the array does not appear twice. Yes, does not appear twice, but appears once. Then finally we return the result, and then that's it. So thank you very much for watching this video. We are going to be solving more and more LeetCode problems. We've even already started solving LeetCode problems. I think one of them that we solved was quicksort. We first started from quicksort. Quicksort was done directly on the system. We will be doing some too on the whiteboard, so we can be able to explain it better. So we'll be solving more LeetCode problems, so you can stay tuned for that. This is under the data structures and algorithms tutorials, and this is LeetCode problems. This is a series of LeetCode problems that we'll be solving. And finally, we've been able to solve an easy in LeetCode. Yes, what the LeetCode problems that we're currently tracking is the top 100 LeetCode problems that were rated by the community. Yes, it's the top 100 LeetCode problems. You can easily search through this. Then we picked up an easy out of it. Very soon we'll be picking up mediums and we'll be picking up ads, and then be solving them directly on the whiteboard. So these are the top 100. This is one of the algorithms that we solved. This is an XOR based search finder. It is used to search through an array. Yes, this caret is an XOR index based search finder. Yeah, so that is basically it. And thank you very much for staying to the end. You are a legend, and really appreciate it. Keep grinding, keep coding, never give up. Know your data structures, know your algorithms, and keep learning basically. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Peace.